Welcome guys, my name is Lee and today we are doing December's TBR. Forgive this eye if you can't tell from the view. I don't know if I can't see very well to the viewfinder to see if you can see me very well. But this eye decided to water after I put makeup on, all of it on. It decided to water up and then tear down and then mess up my makeup a little bit. So forgive that. But today we are doing December's TBR and a jar. We did the random number generator for the last 3 months, but today we're doing the TBR in the jar because it has all of my books that I have on my shelves that I have not read. It's not just the horror, the thriller, the werewolf, zombie books. I'm only picking 4 out because I already have one book that I want to read for this month. It's called Dead of Night, a zombie novel by Jonathan Maberry. If you watch my reading vlogs, I don't know if I'll have my reading vlog up before this video. It probably won't be up before this video, so this is the first time I'm mentioning it then. That I'm reading this book because I really wanted to read a zombie book, so I picked one out. A prison doctor injects a condemned serial killer with a formula designed to keep his consciousness awake while his body rots in the grave. But all drugs have unforeseen side effects. Before he can be buried, the killer wakes up hungry, infected, contagious. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but with a bite. See, it sounds really good, doesn't it? I got this from a local bookstore down in Acworth/Kennesaw in Georgia. I don't live there, but I visit there occasionally. So, this is one of the books I picked up from that local bookstore, and it was only like $5. And it sounds really good. And he is the author of Rot and Ruin and Dust and Decay, which I'm thinking are children's or kid zombie books. It's in the kids section of this book, mentioning it. Or it says Rot and Ruin for kids, Dust and Decay for kids also. So, yeah. I'm thinking about picking up a couple of his other books because so far what I've read of this book, I really like it. I have a little new kitty, so if you hear movement or meowing, that's her. Her name is Navi, and she's a calico. And she's all over the place right now. Okay, so let's pick out 4 more books. I was going to say 2 more books. 4 more books to try to read in December. I have not been doing a lot of reading. I'm actually very sick, and I have been sick for the last 2 weeks. I think I have bronchitis now. So, that's fun. What We Harvest. I think it should be in this section. What We Harvest. It's right there. It's right at the top. I'm going to make all these books fall over. 1 second. What We Harvest by Anne Fraistat? Looks... I think this is another zombie-like book. I can't recall. I can't see what's over there that's making all that noise. It's Anubis. Of course it's Anubis. Anubis always makes all the mess. Wren owes everything she has to her hometown, Hollow's End, a centuries-old picture-perfect slice of America. Tourists travel miles to marvel at its miracle crops, including the shimmering, iridescent wheat of Wren's family's farm. At least they did. Until 5 months ago. That's when the quicksilver blight first surfaced, poisoning the farms of Hollow's End one by one. It began by consuming the crops, thick silver sludge bleeding from the earth. Next were the animals. Infected livestock and wild creatures staggered off into the woods by day, only to return at night, their eyes fogged white, leering from the trees. Then the blight came for the neighbors. Wren is among the last locals standing, and the blight has finally come for her too. Now the only one she can turn to is her ex, Derek, the last person she wants to call. They haven't spoken in months, but Wren and Derek still have one thing in common. Hollow's End means everything to them. But there's much they don't know about their hometown and its celebrated miracle crops. And they're about to discover that miracles aren't free. Their ancestors have an awful lot to pay for, and Wren and Derek are the only ones left to settle the owed debts. I got this book off of Amazon. It should have been like $1 or $2. I usually only buy them when they're $1 or $2, unless I really, really want the book, and then I'll buy like full price for it. But otherwise, I try to hold off until I can afford it. So, sounds really good. Let me mention before I pick another book out, if I don't want to read that book that is picked, I generally will put it back in the jar, and if it's pulled back out again, I will read that book no matter what. But I can only do that once, because I'm more of a mood reader than I am anything, so I have to be in the mood to read a certain thing. And it doesn't always come out that way. So, let's pick up another book. 3 more books. Feed. Oh my god, that's another zombie book. Not kidding. That is another zombie book. It is all the way down here. Feed by Mira Grant. I read her Parasite book. It was good. It was a little slow at first, so it took me a while to get through the book. But I did start this one. I am not far in it whatsoever, though. Well, she got up there. My kitten is so small that it's hard for me to believe that she got up to the dresser, which is this high up. So, she got up there. I don't need to start putting her up there by herself anymore. She can just jump up. Anyway, I know that's probably doesn't need to be pointed out in this video, but the year was 2014. We had cured cancer. We had beaten the common cold. But in doing so, we had created something new, something terrible that no one could stop. The infection spread, virus blocks taking over bodies and minds with one unstoppable command: feed. Now, 20 years after the rising, Georgia and Sean Mason are on the trail of the biggest story of their lives. The dark conspiracy behind the infected. The truth will be out, even if it kills them. So this is another zombie book. I love how I mentioned I wanted to read zombie books, and that's all I'm pulling right now. I guess I'm going to be trying to read all these books this month. December, the month of Christmas and holidays. I'll be reading zombie books, eating people's faces. Great. Hey, you know, I'm not really complaining. I'm just confused. It's like, how does this happen? Let's see what else I pull up. 2 more books. The Beast Within. This is actually a second book, if I'm correct. I don't know where it's at, but I'm pretty sure it's a second book, so I'm gonna put this down. Come on, grab something. There we go. I grabbed something, guys. Sorry for me sniffing so much. Like I said, I am sick. I am so sick. Straight Till Morning. Funny, because the Beast Within is a Disney book, and so is Straight Till Morning, which is Straight Till Morning. I got this off of Amazon for $2 or $3. It is a Peter Pan retelling book, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. It is a thick one though, but it's what I read so far, and I didn't read a lot. I only read like 2 or 3 pages. It's a fast read. I got through those 2 pages in like a second, basically. 16-year-old Wendy Darling's life is not what she imagined it would be. The doldrums of an empty house after her brothers have gone to school. The dull parties where everyone thinks she talks too much. And the fact that her parents have decided to send her away to Ireland as a governess. It all makes her wish things could be different. Wendy's only real escape is in writing down tales of Neverland. After nearly meeting her hero Peter Pan 4 years earlier, she still holds on the childhood hope that his magical home truly exists. She also holds on to his shadow. So when an opportunity to travel to Neverland via pirate ship presents itself, Wendy makes a deal with the devil. But Neverland isn't quite the place she imagined it would be. Unexpected dangers and strange foes pop up at every turn, and a little pixie named Tinkerbell seems less than willing to help. But when Captain Hook reveals some rather permanent and evil plans for Neverland, it's up to the 2 of them to save Peter Pan and his world. Now this is a pretty recent buy for me. I bought this 2 months ago. So did I with that first book that I mentioned. The first book is called Dead of Night. I had to remember that without looking at it. Hi, Navi. Don't hit anything down, okay? I'd be very upset as spaghetti. So, yes, this is what I bought off of Amazon also. So it's a Peter Pan retelling. Hopefully it does not encourage me to write my Peter Pan fanfic, because I'm trying to write another fanfic at the moment and my book. And if it convinces me to write my Peter Pan fanfic, it's gonna ruin the mood of the other ones so completely, because I'm so in the mood to write that. So it's gonna be like, one more book. It would suck if all these just fell out. Okay. The Final Girl Support Group. Oh boy. That's right here. Look how all these are just pretty easy to grab. Okay. I did start this a while back ago. It is about right where this paper is. I did not obviously finish it, and I'm not even halfway there. The Final Girl Support Group by Grady, Hendrix. I'm trying to decide if I want to read this. If this will be the one that I decide to put back and then reshuffle. I don't know. I liked it when I was reading it. I just get bored very fast, so I switch things up quite quickly. You want to come over here and say hi real quick? Come here. Come say hi. Let go of everything. Let go of everything. This is Navi. Look at it. You're on the camera. You're not paying any attention. She wants down. That's Navi. We got her on the 14th of last month. And she's just so cute. Can you tell I didn't want to get another cat yet? Alright. Do I want to read this book? I got mostly zombie books and a Peter Pan book. I should have re-rolled for the Peter Pan book. So I should have done. I didn't think of that. Should I? Here, I'll keep this one and re-roll for the Peter Pan book. So excuse the fact that I just read the whole thing for it. So I'm going to put this back right here. In horror movies, the final girl is the one who's left standing when the credits roll. The one who fought back, defeated the killer, and avenged her friends. The one who emerged bloodied but victorious. But after the sirens fade and the audience moves on, what happens to her? Lynette Tarkington is a real-life final girl who survived a massacre 20 years ago. Sorry for me stuttering so much. And it has defined every day of her life since, and she's not alone. For more than a decade, she's been meeting with 5 other actual final girls and their therapist in a support group for those who survived the unthinkable, putting their lives back together, piece by piece. That is until one of the women misses a meeting and Lynette's most fears are realized. Someone knows about the group and is determined to take their lives apart again, piece by piece. But the one thing about these final girls is that they have each other now, and no matter how bad the odds, how dark the night, how sharp the knife, they will never, ever give up. I'm sorry for the stuttering. I was gonna cut most of that out, but okay, so I'm gonna re-roll, or reshuffle, or whatever you want to call, reshake the Peter Pan book. So I'm gonna take the Peter Pan one. I gotta find it first. This is it. Straight Till Morning. Yep. I'm gonna take it and put it back in the jar. And if I pick it back out, I have to read it no matter what. Because I don't want to do a Peter Pan fanfic right now. I just don't. Dead City. Guess what that is? Guess what Dead City is? It's another zombie book. Jeez. Okay, Dead City is down here. I know where all my zombie books are because, like I said, I just recently was looking for them. Ah, Dead City by Joe McKinney. I have not... God, there's so much... It's not even dust, it's cat fur. I just cleaned my room. Anyway, Dead City is another zombie book. I have not started. This is just the thing I used as bookmarks when I purchased them off of Amazon. So this is another one from Amazon. And I just stick them in there so I could use them as bookmarks when I get to them. Battered by 5 cataclysmic hurricanes in 3 weeks, the Texas Gulf Coast and half of the Lone Star State is reeling from the worst devastation in history. Thousands are dead or dying, but the worst is only the beginning. Amid the wreckage, something unimaginable is happening. A deadly virus has broken out, returning the dead to life with an insatiable hunger for human flesh. Within hours, the plague has spread all over Texas. San Antonio police officer Eddie Hudson finds his city overrun by voracious? I'm probably pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. Army of the living dead. Along with a small group of survivors, Eddie must fight off the savage horde and race to save his family. There's no place to run, no place to hide. The zombie horde is growing as the virus runs rampant. Eddie knows he has to find a way to destroy these walking horrors, but he doesn't know the price he will have to pay. So it's a smaller book, so I should be able to get through it pretty decently. I mean, it's not like the lettering is not too small. We got our 5 books. 3 of them are zombie books. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, December. We're going to be reading the zombie books for the month. I might be able to actually get through at least 1 or 2 of these books. I didn't get through like any of the last months. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I can do a wrap up by the end of the month. And I hope you guys enjoyed. So keep watching and subscribing and liking and etc. I really would appreciate it if you did. And we'll get back to more TBRs. There will be a book haul after this video, hopefully sometime soon. The Dead of Night might be in that book haul, or it was in the one before that. I don't remember. I just know it's a fairly new book that I purchased. So there will be a book haul, another book haul soon. So sorry that I kind of lacked videos in November. I got severely sick, still sick now, and I just wasn't able to do anything. I'm surprised I even was able to put makeup on today. So let's see you next time then.